See how good this thing accelerates. Yeah, she's got some good. I said, Neo, that stuff definitely sound a little bit louder. Good morning, welcome back to Peter's Autovlog. This is Peter. Today we're going to get to review and test drive the newly updated 2025 Ford Explorer. Of course, this Explorer has been with us since 2020. This is the 6th generation of this Ford Explorer, and this is basically its latest and greatest in terms of updated styling and a mid-cycle refresh that Ford has done for 2025. But before we go on, I want to give a big shout out to Bartow Ford for allowing me some time with this Ford Explorer. Big thank you to my friend Tim, and I'll put all their information and a link to their website in the description below. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, here we have the newly updated 2025 Ford Explorer. Now, this model that we have with us here is an ST line trim with the all-wheel drive, which is one of the $2,000 options you can get for this new 2025 models. For 2025, Ford only has 4 models or 4 trims. The Active, then comes this ST line, then we have the regular ST, the performance version, and then we have the Platinum. For 2025, Ford has basically eliminated 5 trims out of the Explorer lineup. We no longer have the Timberline, the Limited, the King Ranch, nor the XLT, and the hybrid version. So basically, I believe only Ford said that they probably were bringing back the Timberline. That was a pretty popular off-road model, which I'm kind of sad to see that they don't offering that. But they said that the Timberline will probably be making a comeback later in its life cycle. And this Explorer ST9 that we have with us here is finished off in Star White, which is a beautiful color. It's about an $800 option and really accents the newly styled front end of this new Explorer. Now, of course, the changes for 2020 have been to the front, redesigned to the rear taillights, and the biggest improvements has been to the interior of this 2025 Ford Explorer. Now, as you can see to the keen eye, this might not look like a big change, but I have done some really nice changes to the front. As you can see, we get a bigger grille. This one here being the ST line, and you get the kind of the honeycomb black gloss grille. Basically the same grille, it's on the ST, but just with the ST badge in the front. This one doesn't have it because it's not the full performance version, but we got a nice LED turn signal. We got LED daytime running lights, and of course your LED headlights. We got an LED fog light here as well in the bottom. And as you can see, really nice the way the new front end is right here. Really nice. We got some front sensors, and we got your lower front lip here. As you can see, done in gloss black. We got your, as I mentioned here, we got your LED fog light with a little bit of working functioning air screws right there. That's part of the design that really works well. Really like the way this is all kind of blacked out. Unfortunately, Ford did not black out the Ford badge right here, and they haven't even used the new Ford logo, which is kind of like a blue with a white. They kind of kept the old style chrome one. I wish they, especially in these ST models, I wish they would have kept like a dark logo or put the new black logo that they have been using in the new Ford F-150s, for example. Of course, you got the Explorer name right there. Really nice. I really like what Ford has done to the front. And heading here to the side of this Ford Explorer, as you can see, this one here being the S line, you get this beautiful 20-inch wheels. We'll get a little bit closer to them right here. 20-inch wheels. Of course, being the ST line, you get just the looks, but this is a unique wheel to the ST line. One of the options for 2025 is that you can get a street package for the ST, and you get the 21-inch wheels that come on the regular ST with the performance brakes. You also get red painted calipers. I don't know if they include a bigger rotor, but you get definitely the performance pads and the red painted calipers. Now, this one here that we have with us here, as you can see, just a regular 20-inch aluminum wheel with black pockets. We got Michelin Primacy 255mm tires all around, which is basically the same wheel. Really nice to weight this. I really like this wheel and package. Really looks good, but you also get that option to go to the 21-inch wheel. Now, of course, here on the side, I see the side sill right here, you got a bit of black gloss trim. As you can see, they're really nice. In the Active model, you get that's basically done in chrome. You also got the Explorer name right there. ST line match right here. You got a black gloss mirror cap. As you can see, the really nice black mirrors with the LED turn signal integrated into that. The Active does not have this. Of course, here we got a nice seat pillar here finished in gloss black. Also, one of the options for 2024 is the optional black roof, which is about $4,800, which seems to be a little pricey for just some black paint on the roof, but that's what basically Ford charges. But it's a nice accent you can do. You can do it on this one, the ST and the Platinum, but not on the Active. Coming here in the back, we got the same wheel, part and tire package. You got the roof rails, as you can see there. This one is not equipped with the panoramic sunroof, but it's an option for about $1,800. Come here to the back, as you can see, we got the redesigned taillights of this newly 2025 Explorer. Really nice what they've done. This basically spreads all across the hatch right here. As you can see, they're really nice the way that is. These are LED taillights, and depending on the model, you got LED turn signals or just halogen ones, depending on the model. But it really looks nice the way all this is. Here at the bottom, we got a nice lower gloss black diffuser, and of course we also got your receiver hitch. All Explorers for 2025 are towing 5,000 pounds, whether you have the 6-cylinder or the 4-cylinder turbo. Basically the same tow package for all of them. And you get also, this is a class 3 rating if I'm correct. Of course, you see you got a little plastic here to cover up your paint while you're putting in things into your hatch. And of course we got the reverse camera, and all these Ford Explorers for 2025 have the Copilot 360 standard on all of them. Checking out the side over here, guys, you can see really nice profile. Now, of course, if I come out and let's spread a little bit further here, you can see it's pretty much about the same the way it looks as the former 2024 model. But of course, one of the biggest changes, as I mentioned, is to the interior. And coming towards the rear of this Explorer, let's go ahead and open up the rear hatch or the rear lift kit. As you can see, guys, I have the key with me here. Basically the same key as last year. We got open, close, remote start, and a double click to open up your rear tailgate. As you can see, we got those LED taillights, which look really nice. We got a reverse camera there as well. Coming here to the back of this Explorer, of course, these are known to have pretty good space, of course, considering they're a 7-seater mid-size SUV. Of course, this one here, it's got the capacity, so you can sit about 6 people, maybe a third child here, but depending, of course, on what you're carrying passengers. But as you can see, guys, here we have the combination of cloth and the X material that Ford's included in this ST lines with a bit of red contrast stitching. As you can see, we'll check it out in just a few moments, but easily you can just bring down the seats here. This are not powered here. As you can see, just go ahead and bring this down, and it come down pretty easily. Now here with the seats up, you get about, is it 14 or 16 cubic feet of space? And of course, if you bring the seats down, as I have done, you get about 46 cubic feet of storage space here in the back. So as you can see, we got plenty of storage space in this Ford Explorer. Here on the side, we got your subwoofer here. As you can see, they're part of the Bang & Olufsen system. If you don't get the Bang & Olufsen, you get a little storage space here that you have with a little bit of opening catch. At the bottom, we do have a little more storage space, as you can see there. These also have a little more storage vehicles here on each side, as you can see there. There is a spare tire underneath here. If I can lace this up, because as you can see, we do have a little miniature spare tire, but at least you have a spare tire here in the back, which is really nice to have. And here for your back passengers, you see we got a couple of cup holders, a little more storage spaces here on the side, and on this side we do have a couple of USB ports and a little more storage there as well for your third row passengers. But really nice the way this is, plenty of storage here for this new Explorer. And you can see this is pretty much the same for 2025, just kind of brought over from 2024, but really nice. You can see we got a little bit of a sliding protection here for your cargo. But there we go, guys. Here's the back of this Ford Explorer. Pretty nice space. Let's go ahead and bring this down. All you have to do is either hit the key or tap the little front here, and your hatch or your tailgate comes down automatically. And heading here to the hood of this Ford Explorer. Let's go see what you got under the hood. And as you can see, guys, we got that star wiping, which looks fantastic. Very nice metallic color. We got no hydraulic assistance on this one, which is a little bit of a shame that for charging this much and not giving you some hydraulic assistance, but it is what it is. We have to get a little stick here. And here we have the 2.3 liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. Now this engine for 2025 has been basically re-engineered. Basically, this is the engine from the new 2024 Mustang S650, the EcoBoost engine. So basically the same engine, 2.3 liters, but has been revised, has been, done, basically redone or re-engineered quite extensively. So this is basically a newer power plant for this 2025 Ford Explorer. So this is basically your 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. This is producing 300 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque, going through a 10-speed automatic transmission, and that transmission has been recalibrated for 2025 to give you a smoother shift and not be as gear hunting. Really a much smoother transmission. This ST line Explorer is equipped with the intelligent 4-wheel drive. That's a $2,000 option that is equipped with. If not, that will be just rear-wheel drive, but normally comes with this Explorer. Of course, the other optional engine is the 3-liter twin turbocharged V6 with 400 horsepower. You get that in the ST line, or it's an option in the Platinum as well. So, but a great engine, guys. Plenty of power, plenty of torque. In this ST line, we got this strut tower brace, as you can see there. That's part of the strengthening of this Explorer. In terms of fuel economy, you're looking at 20 miles in the city, 29 on the highway. I'll put those numbers for you guys up on the screen if I already have. But great engine, pretty much a good, reliable engine that Ford has been having in this EcoBoost engine so far. But there we go. There's the engine for this 2025 Ford Explorer ST line. Let's go ahead and get our hood right back into place and drop the hood. There we go. And before we head inside, let's go ahead and take a look at the sticker of this Ford Explorer. Now, as you can see, guys, we've got a pretty good reflection here. I'm going to put this sheet for you guys up on the screen, so it looks a little bit much better for you. But here we have a 2025 Ford Explorer. This is an ST line, and this one started at just over $45,500 or $46,000, excuse me. This is the only option on this one is the Star White paint for about $800. For a total price on this one for $48,905 for this Ford Explorer ST line. So basically, most of your base ST line has a pretty good amount of options, a lot of more standard options for 2025. Let's go ahead and take a look at the back seats of this new 2025 Ford Explorer. Now, this being the ST line trim, you're going to get a little bit sportier version of the interior. As you can see, guys, here we have the Onyx Black mix of Active X seating and cloth interior. Really nice the way this is. I really love it. These are captain chairs that we have on this Explorer ST line. Checking out to the door, guys, you can see much more softer materials, really softer materials. You can hear it. Nice leather with the red contrast stitching. We got a couple of aluminum trims here on the door, which makes it really nice. There's no more gloss black trim or piano black trim, which is really nice. All kind of done in matte black, which really holds up well. We got a little storage space here on the bottom, part of your speaker right there, and a little bit of more obstacle here to put your phone or a drink. Heading inside, guys, you can see we have the combination of Active X and cloth seats, really nice, with also the contrast stitching. As you can see there, these seats move up and down. As you can see, we can head them up here and getting down, so they got all kinds of movements. You can also put them going like this, guys. As you can see, that really cool the way that is pretty much the same carryover from last year. Let's go ahead, guys, get inside and check out this interior. So here we are inside of this Ford Explorer's interior, this ST line. As you can see, I really love the black interior. Really looks nice, and I love that cloth inserts on this Active X seats. So really nice part of this ST line package with that red contrast stitching. As you can see, they're on all over the seats here in the front. Really looks nice the way this is. We got a couple of pockets here, as you can see. We also got your third zone AC right there. You can see we got the Explorer name right there. Here we have your center console with the red contrast stitching. Of course, you got controls here for your fan speed and your temperature. Down here, as you can see, we got a couple of USB ports and a 12-port connection right there. We also got a couple of extra cup holders right here on the bottom, as you can see there. These are captain's chairs here in the middle. You can also get a bench seat, but I don't think you can get it here in this ST line. I have to check for you guys, but I don't think that's part of the package. But you can see we got basically some elbow rest right there, and this can also be done with heat as well. If you get, I think there is also a premium package on this ST lines, but I'll put that information for you guys up on the screen. You can see, guys, here's a third row in the back. I'm gonna get inside, but we do have USB ports. You have cup holders there as well, and these seats do fold down, as you can see there. So it's pretty good amount of room. This is not the biggest SUV in its segment. There's a little more competition with more room, but it's a pretty nice interior overall. We got some AC vents right there, as you can see. There's some also up here. There's a bit of LED lights, as you can see. There's a bit of hanging there for your things, and of course, you're coming here to the middle. You can see with your restyled dash layout and everything else. As you can see in this one, we got a black headliner here. As you can see, that's pretty cool to have. So very nice interior overall for this interior. You can tell that it used a little bit more quality material, especially on the door and all these aluminum trims that Ford has done. But there we go, guys. Let's go ahead and get up to the front. And coming here to the driver's side of the Ford Explorer, as you can see, guys, we do have blind detection on the mirrors. They're also heated, but you have to kind of fold this in manually. This one have any automatic folding, not as of yet. And of course, we also got comfort access to open up your door automatically there. Go ahead and open up the door. As you can see, guys, pretty much similar materials to the rear, but of course, Ford has done a lot of more premium materials for 2025. You got a bit of that softer leather, even the way up here. You can feel the materials are much more in nice quality as well. We got a really nice aluminum trim. As you can see, they're just a little bit darker than the one in the Active I saw. You got the red contrast stitching, a little more storage here on the bottom. Controls for your windows and mirrors, as you can see there as well, and the speaker right here. And coming to the interior, this is what Ford calls the Onyx Black Active X material with the cloth inserts. Really nice interior. I really love that this is actually cloth, because this is, right now it's about 95 degrees with 100% humidity, and it's just super hot. But this heat's really perfect here for Florida. Even though they're black, they do really nice. They don't burn your butt at all. But as you can see, we also got really nice design to the seats. We got the red contrast stitching. Really awesome the way this is, especially in this ST line trim. You can see this is actually a little bit brighter red of stitching here than the one on the regular Active model. You see we got aluminum trim there, and of course we also got a bit of cloth there, part of the new trim of this new Explorer's interior. Kind of looks very similar to the Ford Mustang Mach-E's interior, if anybody's been in that really nice kind of same type of interior, or what they called the soundbar of this interior. Really nice what Ford has done. Everything's really done much nicer. Got a You see a perforated leather covered steering wheel with also the same stitching. We got also a manually tilting and telescoping steering wheel. We got control shift for your lights and all that stuff right there. As you can see, they're pretty nice the way all this is. And of course, we got your 10-way power seats on this Explorer. Let's go ahead, guys, and get inside. And here we are inside of the 2025 Explorer's new interior, much improved interior. Definitely, really, they upgraded the ergonomics, just the quality materials for more premium, more cozy interior, to be honest. Especially, I've driven quite a bit of Explorers. If you want to check out my channel, I've driven quite a bit of Explorers, anything from base to the ST line and the ST. But this interior really feels nice. Ford did a good job in terms of all the materials they've chosen, the way this is, especially this ST model with the red stitching, all the aluminum trim. Get this ST line going because obviously it's really hot here in Central Florida. Let's go ahead and press our foot on the brake, hit the start button here, and get some AC going because it's quite hot today. We're reaching over 100 degrees, how it feels outside. Get this thing powered up. You guys can see on straighten out the wheels, so you can see all the different screens that we have here for 2025. So now that we have some nice cool AC blowing in here, even though I have the door open just for a few moments, really nice interior. Really love the ergonomics. Everything just works together. Very good visibility as well. Even though we have a black headliner and no sunroof, it still gives you pretty good lighting, but I will definitely get the sunroof to give you a little more light, especially here in Florida, which I love. Just everything else, the design of the doors and everything works. All this soundbar here, very similar to the Ford Mustang Mach-E's interior, really works, makes the interior feel a little more refined, more premium materials, and everything's really soft as well here to the touch, as you can see. Really, Ford did a great job with that red contrast stitching, especially in this ST model. Got a little bit different aluminum trim here than the, for example, the Active, but this is the same. Your 13.2 inch screen here. We got your AC vents here right there. We got controls, volume control here for your radio. A little bit of a cubicle right here. As you can see that this is where you'll have your wireless charging pad, but this is not equipped with it. You have to get, I think, the premium version to get that here on this ST line. Here in the center console, you press the little button here and you have a little more storage space down here. A couple of USB ports, a 12-volt connection, and a little more storage space right here. That goes pretty deep inside there, as you can see there. And we're going to just close this up. Back here, we got your little dot here for your gears, cup holders, parking brake, drive mode, so we'll check out in just a few moments. But overall, I really love the even that red stitch here on the side. And over here, as you can see, guys, on this side over here, we get a little bit of basically what we call Ford Easter eggs. And on this, you're gonna see a little bit of indentations of all the Ford Explorer generations. I'll put a picture of that for you guys that I took from the other Explorer that I did. On this side as well, we're gonna have the skyline of basically Chicago. This is where all this Ford Explorers are built. And on this side over here, guys, I forgot to mention we got this skyline of Detroit, of course. That's where Ford headquarters is, in Detroit, Michigan. So a little cool Easter egg that Ford has on this Ford Explorer. There's also a little Ford Explorer there in the corner of the windshield, as you can see there. So here on the driver's side, we got your 12.3 inch digital screen or cluster. Really nice. Of course, we are low on fuel as always, but we got a little really nice digital screen that's all kind of configurable. As you can see, got really nice graphics. We got digital tach and speedometer. And of course, you can do different menus. You can do my view, trip view, status information. A lot of important things you can kind of put out here to off-road status. So you got a lot of great things, kind of all things kind of shifting from the Ford F-150, kind of putting all that thing together here on this for all your information. Ford has introduced for 2025 the Blue Cruise system on this Explorers. So that's a new option you can get for this Explorers. On this one here, you got a 90-day trial that you get to basically to try your Ford Blue Cruise in certain designated areas. I think they've increased the areas quite a bit for 2024, but that's an awesome feature to have. You can have that activated, basically your autonomous driving system. You have a 90-day trial. After that, you can go by month or by yearly subscription. And I think it's around $700 if I'm correct. But really nice, everything that the way it is. Got a really nice covered leather steering wheel, as you can see there. Controls here for the center screen here, and controls for your cruise control and Blue Cruise. Of course, you got your controls here for your turn signals, and here your wipers here on the side. As I mentioned, no controls for your lights here and everything else. Control here for your hatch. A little bit of all that really nice leather stitching here and leather on all over the dash. Really nice what Ford has done in terms of everything here. But everything feels great. The steering wheel feels fantastic in your hand. Has got the right thickness to it, and it's perforated, as you can see there. And it's also heated, if I'm correct. Coming here, guys, to the center of the screen here. Here we have the 13.2 inch screen that Ford has integrated into this new 2025s. Much better than the vertical screen that we had before, or the horizontal one. Just didn't work. This is a much better 13.2 inch screen. This has Ford's latest and greatest, what Ford calls the digital experience. So of course now you got all the basically a more personalized way of, every time you come into the car. If you got, for example, here we have a P1, which could be person 1, person 2, person 3. You can have different apps now. Now of course on this new generation of this new one here, you got Google Maps, as you can see there. For you because here we got the whole of Google Maps, and I'm sure you can switch this to sunlight view. Got all kinds of things so that you can kind of use now Google to search. Of course, that's a great option to have. Of course, we go back home, we got your little different maps here. You can, of course, you go to radio, you can go to radio here. Now here in this Explorer ST, now we have the Bang & Olufsen 10 speaker system that's got 10 speakers with a subwoofer. That sounds very, very nice. Very good sound system that Ford has put into this Explorer, this Bang & Olufsen system. As you can see, this is really nice. We got all types of connections, and of course, now when you personalize all your things with the digital experience, you can have all your radio stations, your apps, what maps, maybe even your AC settings personalized to your taste, and that goes for married drivers. This also has Ford's latest and greatest 5G in this. That comes from the Super Duties that they had at 5G with up to 10 phones of connectivity of Wi-Fi for all the phones here if you want to do that. As you can see, guys, we go back here, we got all your little icons of Play Store, Maps, Google Assistant. You also got Alexa, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You got all the things here, Pandora, anything you want to add here, including any personal apps, you can do as well. And also one of the favorite things for 2025 for this new system is you can play YouTube videos or movies here. You got to be in park, of course, to play those videos or play YouTube or search the wide web. You got to be in park to be able to do that. But as you can see, guys, it's really cool the way you can do that. You can watch my videos here, watch more reviews. But that's an awesome feature to have here. As you can see, they got all kinds of things you can do. We go to car, we got all types of settings here, vehicle status. We also have ambient lighting. We got 7 types of ambient lighting that you can choose from, different colors for this new 2025 Ford Explorer, which is a pretty cool thing to have. You see, we got all types of lighting, decor, all types of things, wipers, lift kit, all things you can definitely kind of customize to your personal liking, and that will stay with each person or each driver that basically assigned to that new Ford digital driving experience. So pretty cool system, guys, nonetheless. Now, the only thing I don't like is that Ford has eliminated any manual controls for the AC. All the AC controls for your dual zone AC, automatic AC are done here basically below. They don't go away, but you see we got dual zone AC. We got here your fan speed right there, your control there. It's pretty easy to do, as you can see there. That's pretty cool to have all these settings here, so that's easy to have there for you. Once you get used to it, it's pretty easy to do, but I don't like that there's no physical controls, but that's just my personal taste, as you can see there. But pretty cool what Ford has done in this 2025 Ford Explorer in terms of all this technology, of course. So down here, guys, just below the screen, we have your AC vents. We got here controls for a bit of manual volume control, which is awesome to have there. That's pretty cool. Here we have basically your auto start button. We have your parking assistance, hazards. We have your camera button right there. As you can see, we got a nice 360-degree camera on this Ford ST line trim. You can see we got your camera, and we also got your sensors. If we put this in reverse, we're gonna have all your sensors. We got also your trajectory lens as well, and of course you can see everything's styling up here as well. We'll put this back in park, but really cool system that, or camera system that this Ford Explorer has. And the last button here is basically your auto hold here, as you can see there. Last I mentioned, we do have also here that your wireless charging pad that is not included with this Explorer, but that's also going to be put right here, as you can see there. And of course, you have to get the premium package for about $3,000 if I'm correct, to get all these updated things here on this Ford Explorer ST line. But really cool, guys. Over here, if we open up the center console, so you can see we got that also some really nice stitching there as well. The right stitching, a couple of USB ports right there, and a little more storage space, as you can see right there as well. You can also get a vault here as well included. That's one of the options for 2025. So in total for this interior, we got, I think, 8 USB ports and 3 12-volt connections. So you have plenty of connections in this for all your passengers, and of course for traveling along. But this is a really nice interior what Ford has done. I really like it. And coming up here, guys, of course I mentioned the black headliner. We got a space here for your sunglasses, and of course controls for your lights here and everything, as you can see there. And we also got a home link there as well, and of course your mirrors there, as you can see. They're pretty nice, the overall interior. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and go out for a test drive. Before we close the door, though, let's go ahead and see if we can hear a little bit of this EcoBoost engine. That's a pretty good engine, pretty nice as well. You can hear a little bit of that turbo, but overall a pretty nice sounding engine. Go ahead and put our transmission in reverse. I don't like this little gear. I don't like the little dial. I prefer a little more of a traditional gear change lever, but that's the way Ford has been going nowadays. But you can see, guys, we got really clear graphics, really awesome the way that is. We got different camera angles, you can see there. We got front and rear cameras and front sensors there as well. So that's really cool what Ford has done in terms of all that really nice camera angles there, as you can see there. And let's go back there and let's go ahead and get a reverse and just get rid of that there. And I think I have to switch cameras there to get back my, there we go, guys, just back there, and just get this clicked off there. As you can see, guys, pretty much nice trajectory angles there. Our parking brake is off, if I can see there. Yep, let's go, we go. And there's your sensors, you can see there. So pretty good camera and front and rear sensors there as well to help you out. Let's go ahead, guys, and put this thing on drive. And let's head out. Actually, yes, we did talk about, first of all, real quick, almost missed it. We got our drive modes. Pretty simple, yes. We have Echo, we got Sport, we got Town Hall. We got also, if you go right here, we got Slippery, and we do have also a off-road version here rough, uneven, mixed terrain here, as you can see. So pretty cool that we're actually going to put it. We'll start off in sport and see how this drives with all sports. You can see, guys, so let's go ahead. We have a lot of gas, so I'm not going to push it too much there. Let's go ahead and see how this 2025 Ford Explorer drives. So very nice. You can definitely just feel off the bat that this is a lot more refined interior. This just looks much more homey, comfortable, and a lot more just really nice interior, especially with the sunbar. It just looks more upscale. And yeah, Ford did a good job in terms of the definitely the biggest change for 2025 is this interior. Love the steering wheel. This perforated steering wheel feels fantastic. Definitely much better than the one in the Active I just did a few days ago. So we got 300 horsepower, the revised and recalibrated 10-speed automatic transmission for 2025. So we're in sport mode, so it's going to hold gears a little bit better and going to give us a little bit better acceleration runs, so a little bit more. And this thing just turns really nice, feels comfortable, doesn't feel heavy at all. This is about 4,300 pounds, this Ford Explorer with a 2.3 liter four-cylinder engine. Let's go ahead and just put it here on my view. And I'm going to just kind of slow it down a little bit here, guys, just to get a little bit of acceleration here. See if it's only got 8 and 12 miles. I'm not going to accelerate it hard and not have a lot of gas, but let's see how good this thing accelerates. Yeah, she's got some good. See, Neil, that stuff definitely sounds a little bit louder than the Active in sport mode. Definitely it feels like it's got a little bit more. I don't know if they're pumping in some fake volume inside or fake engine noise. I think they are, because it's definitely sounding a little bit louder than the sport setting in the Active. But that could be just me. But definitely rides really nice. Very good suspension. Of course, this ST line has just a regular suspension, and not the sport suspension as in the regular ST. Brakes feel very nice and progressive. Really nice, strong brake pad. Confidence inspiring, and I love this interior. This just works well. It feels so comfortable to drive, so easy to drive, and you can definitely tell that this is a lot more refined than the prior year or 2024 Escape. Really like the way this feels so soft and everything. Let's go ahead, guys, and go. So we got the intelligent four-wheel drive here. I'm gonna I don't have a lot of gas, but she's got some nice torque, and this thing feels peppy for its 300 horsepower. You know, it's not the most powerful engine, but man, she does have some good pickup. Wow, very impressed with this engine. I know Ford has redone this engine a little bit. This doesn't the power figures doesn't show it, but it's a revised engine in terms of new like wastegate, the new turbo, and all that kind of stuff. So it definitely feels a little bit peppier. And of course, with the recalibrated transmission, you're gonna get much better shifts, really smooth shifts. I can't really feel them, and this responds really nice as well. Let's go ahead and shift it back to normal mode. Let's go. I think we're gonna go to Echo, back to normal, and let's see how this behaves. So normal, kind of relaxing the throttle a little bit and not being as aggressive and not holding the gears as well. Just a nice relaxing ride, as most people will have it in. I'll definitely have it in sport. That's the type of channel we are. Now, if you can see, guys, I do have my this has the Ford Copilot 360, and if I let go this way, you can definitely feel this thing steer for you, as you can see there. So you got this is a good system to have. Of course, you got lane assist, you know, all kinds of detection, front and rear, you know, brake connection, you know, all kinds of assistance for this Copilot 360. Of course, as I mentioned, this is still got, you can do a bigger, basically the premium package. They give you a little more things, like I think it's a heated steering wheel, a little more things that that premium package includes. But overall, this feels really good. I'm gonna hang back a little bit here and just give a little bit of acceleration. Really love the way the brake pedal feels, and just, yeah, she's got some good boost and just good torque. And then after rev it, as you can see, easily gets up to speed. Very quiet too. This definitely feels a lot quieter than last year's model. You know, just they might have added some sound deadening material to this. But yeah, it just feels much more smoother, much more refined, to be honest with you, that's for sure. And let's see how this turns in a little bit here. Yes, I know we're low on fuel. Don't want to turn in too much and get some fuel starvation. But you can see, guys, just accelerating out of the current. Super smooth, very smooth. Awesome the way this feels. Let me know what you guys think of this revised or this mid-cycle refresh for this Ford Explorer. The interior definitely is the biggest improvement. I do like the styling as well. I think they, you know, sharpen up the exterior in terms of the front lights, the rear tail lights. Definitely makes them look more modern, to be honest. But let me know what you guys think of this 2025 Ford Explorer. I really like it. It just drives so well. Very isolated. The steering wheel is pretty light. It's got a pretty direct steering wheel. It's got, excuse me, a pretty direct steering, as you can see that steering wheel. But of course I can do that with Ford Copilot 360. It's gonna go nuts. But it just feels good to drive. It's a little bit of wind noise, not many. No road noise, no tire noise at all. Very quiet from the tire side. Just really like the way this Ford Explorer feels. Definitely a much more refined driving experience, I can tell you that for a fact. Let's go ahead and just give it a bit of turn here, as you can see there, and just kind of turn it in. Yeah, she handles pretty good, pretty flat, to be honest with you. I know this doesn't have the sport suspension, but doesn't feel like she's wobbling. No, she's pretty steady. I like the way the suspension, I like what it's a really nice, you know, smooth riding suspension, not harsh by any means, but it's not so wobbly, and it's really Ford did a good job in tuning the suspension for everyday comfort, and also a little bit of you know, little bit of enthusiastic driving as well. But the brakes feel fantastic, and the transmission, super smooth transmission. All the shifts, doesn't gear hunt as much as the older one. It's a really nice transmission to this one here. Super smooth power plant. Yeah, the Ford did its homework with this Ford Explorer. Of course, you know, this segment is full of a lot of competition. Ford has improved it quite a bit. This is still popular, not the biggest ones, but for bang for the buck, I think this is a pretty good amount of you know, SUV. A lot of technology, a lot of screens, 4-wheel drive, good power, good amount of speed. But there you go, guys. In conclusion, I really like this Ford Explorer. Let me know what you guys think. For about $48,000 that this Ford Explorer ST line is, I think it's not bad. Obviously it's almost 50 grand. It's not cheap by any means, but in terms of today's pricing and inflation, I think it's a pretty good amount. And I think Ford did a really good job in terms of all the updates, and especially to the interior of this new Explorer. But alright, guys, thank you very much. If you made it this far into the video, I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so very much. Hope you guys been enjoying this review. Let's go ahead and just put a reverse camera one more time just to get back here a little bit to the parking space. And as you can see, guys, great graphics and really nice 360-degree camera. But put it back in park. There we go, guys. 2025 Ford Explorer ST line. Really nice interior. Ford did a good job. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Please subscribe, hit the like button, leave me a comment, and let me know what you think of this Ford Explorer. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.